Makinig sa Patok dito sa DZAR 1026 Sunshine Radio. Patok sa DZAR 1026 Sunshine Radio.
At nagbabalik na nga ang programang Patok. May oportunidad sa bawat katok. At kami pa rin ang inyong katok ngayong hapon. Ako si ka-partner Wella.
Yes, ako naman si ka-partner Cherry. At hindi na natin patatagalin pa. Ang ating ikalawang panauhin ngayong hapon na ito is from catering beginnings in 2016 to mastering the art of Basque burnt cheesecake. Favorite na ka-partner Wella. He built the last course into a proudly Filipino dessert brand with unique flavors like pistachio, Valrhona, and black truffle, my favorite. A self-taught chef driven by passion and purpose. Meet ka-partner Michael Anthony Thio from the Save the Best for Last, ang ating title ng ating segment sa ikalawang pagkataon na ito. And the last course, ang pangalan ng kumpanya. Meron ho silang, you have all the time to greet everybody and thank everyone, especially those who are with you behind the scenes.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Michael Anthony Thio, chef and owner of The Last Course. Good afternoon, co-partners. Yes, I wanted to thank my partner over here. She's the one who helped me start the business and continues to make me improve every day, on our craft. My Lola, who's my inspiration. She's an incredible businesswoman and the best cook I've ever met. My uncle, my stepdad, June Valenton, who always guides me with the best advice and tries to keep me calm all the time. My partners also in Cebu, they got me into the restaurant business, actually, Farley, David, and Rachel Lewim. And till now we have our restaurant there called Draft Punk. And so I'd like to thank them for making me be a chef and be their partner and giving me the creative freedom to do what I love. And it all led me to The Last Course there.
So why The Last Course?
Well,
what's the history behind the name?
The history behind the name, that's a good question. Because usually when we eat, right, desserts are usually known as The Last Course.
Yes.
And minsan, busog ka na, iniisip mo na, you don't think about desserts na parang afterthought. So for us, no, it's dessert is the grand finale. You save the best for last, and it should always end in a sweet note. So that's why we called it The Last Course.
So when and how did it start?
So it started about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years. And it started out with my girlfriend at that time, who I was just dating, Nana. And she loved cheesecake, and I'm a savory chef, so I cook savory dishes, not desserts. And her favorite was a cheesecake, and so I wanted to impress her.
Ayun.
So
that was the motivation.
That was the motivation. So I baked her one of these Basque burnt cheesecakes, and she loved it so much. Kinain niya for 1 week straight.
That's it.
And she said, you know what? We could sell this. We could make this into a business. I really didn't believe her. I'm my own harshest critic, no. So I didn't really believe her until we started small, selling bit by bit, and our first customer told us it was great. I still didn't believe it. It took a while for me to believe that it was that good. And when all the feedback started coming in, and that's when I'm like, okay, we have something here. And that's why we specialize only on the Basque burnt cheesecakes for now, because we wanted to master it. And we didn't want to create or give a full menu of so many different items where they're good but they're not great. So we wanted to create something great.
Yes.
And later on, obviously we plan to expand, but we wanted to completely perfect this, actually. And I think we're very close to that.
What are the best feedbacks you've got from the customers?
My personal favorite feedback was the Basque burnt cheesecake is from the Basque region in Spain, and it was invented in this restaurant, Michelin-starred restaurant called Lavinia. And so we had a customer who just arrived from Spain 2 days prior. He ate in Lavinia, and he ordered a cheesecake. He wanted to compare. And sabi niya, it's 98% the same as
Wow.
Lavinia. And the only 2% difference was na may store sila at may merchandise sila. And so that was,
diba?
and that's such a great compliment and feedback that,
How did you feel after that?
oh, obviously we get very flattered, no? Like, but we don't let it get to our heads. But it makes us know, na, okay, we're in the right path. We're walking the right line. And yeah, those feedbacks mean the world to us. But if you let it get to your head, baka makalimutan mo yung passion mo and what you're doing.
Baka magkumpiyansa.
Yeah.
Nung nag-i-start pa yun, the last course, was there a challenge nung starting pa or parang madali na lang?
No, I think every day presents new challenges, and if there's no new challenges every day, then something I think is wrong. No, but in the very beginning, it was very difficult. It was very challenging because it's only me and my partner. She do the packaging, the marketing, the advertising. Tapos yung logo naman, yung wax seals, we'd have to do that mano-mano, hand by hand, which she would do, which would take forever. Getting the right texture, the right color. Pati yung pag-spin ng ingredients sa kitchen mixer. That has to be timed, no? And no matter what recipe...
Measured talaga.
Yeah, and no matter what recipe you follow, you'll never get it. So you have to do your own recipe. And until we got the right timing, like, oh, okay, after every certain amount of seconds is to stop mo yung machine. That was, it turned on mo again for a certain amount of seconds. So everything is so precise and done so meticulously. And it took us a while to
How
understand
long did
that.
you study?
I didn't study at all. I'm self-taught.
Dire-diretso.
Yeah, like, but to study this and get it right took about a few months. Yung isang kaibigan ko nga nagsabi
How many
siya,
trials and error?
wow, about 3 months worth. Everyone said the cake was
took
good.
months.
It took all in all, I think the whole process took months. The cake was ready. They said very good. One of my best friends, Jeff, commented, don't make it too burnt on top so that it doesn't taste bitter. That one comment made us able to perfect the brownness na hindi. When you buy other basket-born cheesecakes, it's splotchy, may mga marks na iba-iba. But to get it even was the most
Kaya nga, ang hirap niyan.
difficult part. And
Ano ba yun, parang caramelized or
no,
sa
it's
ibabaw?
not. It's not caramelized. It's really burnt in a way. So there's no sugar because sugar is the part makes it caramelized. No, we don't put any sugar on top. So that one comment really pushed us to try to be masters at this, and it worked. And I'm so happy he said that comment because it drove us to the pursuit of of this. Yeah.
Diba? Oo. So, doon sa mga gusto mag-start ng negosyo, it's never easy.
No, it's never easy, and I think with everything in life, when you have a purpose, you have a goal. Kung easy lang siya, hindi mo ma-appreciate. And it's you have a goal, no? But I think a lot of people are so focused on the outcome and the expectation of that goal. For us, we focus on the journey. Because the journey itself is the blessing. And when you have a goal, I think the best thing, detach yourself from the outcome. Kahit anong mangyari, wala kang expectation. But yung journey mo step by step, like what you have to do every day, that's what
And yung journey mo will teach you so many things.
It will teach you so many things. There's so many mistakes you make, and there's failures. And my thing is keep making mistakes, keep failing, because that's when you learn. And you have to use that to your advantage, because it's those mistakes that will lead you to the next level. And when you get to that next level naman, may bagong lessons to be learned, right? So it's a continuous learning process that you can't not listen to. And if you don't listen to it, I think that's when you get stuck.
Parang sa school na after mo ng grade 1, grade 2, mas malaking problem, mas malaking solutions.
Yes.
Level by level until you get there to the top.
The older you get, the more problems you have, kind of thing, right?
Yes. You said earlier that your inspiration in turning this cheesecake into the business is Nana, your ex-girlfriend.
No, she's
who
my
is now your
girlfriend.
wife.
She's now my wife now. We just had a baby together.
Yeah.
So we just had a baby together. He's 4 months old. So she's my inspiration
Yes.
because she completely believed in me when I didn't believe that this could work.
Parang she's so already the potential, pero ikaw parang hesitant ka pa.
Yeah, kasi yung linuluto ko, mga Indonesian food, Singaporean food, French
Naku,
food. But
rendang.
hindi desserts. As in, meals talaga, in our restaurant sa
Gusto
Cebu.
namin yung
Draftmark.
Indonesian, sir.
My
The
dad is
renda
Indonesian.
and the... Indonesian dad mo.
Yeah, so I learned how to cook. I taught myself how to cook Indonesian food. That's how I started through catering Indonesian food to Indonesian clients and companies.
But
Pero sa
actually,
Pinas, wala ng Indonesian cuisine na ino-offer kayo.
No. As of now, no. We're strictly focused on the desserts,
Cheesecake.
on the cheesecakes.
Diba?
Yeah.
Oo.
so speaking of cheesecake, actually my question is, with flavors like
Tikman na natin.
black truffle and pistachio, where did you get your inspiration for creating new variants?
Wow. It's truly the flavors we love. We love black truffle. We love pistachio, and also when we travel, a lot of when you go to Thailand or Singapore or even Vietnam, when we get to try desserts, and a lot of the good stuff is really, and I love pistachio. It's pistachio, and black truffle, and I'm not so sure if anyone else has a black truffle dessert, but since it's one of our favorite flavors, we made it into a dessert, and it worked out into a cheesecake, and it worked out very well, actually.
What are your best sellers?
Our best sellers are the original classic, which is right here. And after that is our pistachio. But I think the original classic, because it's such a simple dessert, but it's the most difficult to make. It's only 5 ingredients, right? But the taste is classic. It's familiar. It's home. It's cozy. It's warm. It's parang after long days of work, or let's say marami kang na-interview and gusto mo lang mag-relax.
Yes.
You have a classic
Actually,
flavor.
natikman ko na ngayon habang nag-uusap kayo. Di ba? Mataas yung happy hormones.
Thank you.
Actually, after parang pag I'm very stressed o parang mainit ang ulo ko, alam na nila yung sagot. Bibilhan ako ng cheesecake.
Ayun.
Yun na agad.
Yeah.
So, do you receive like, para mga comments like that from your clients?
We do. We receive a lot of compliments from our clients, and we're truly blessed and grateful because, again, we didn't think anything of this until now. We have no expectations to where it'll lead. Yes, we have goals, but when we receive them, it's just natatouch ka talaga. You know that you're doing the right thing, and you're doing whatever you're creating is giving joy to someone, and that for me makes me so happy as a chef. Na yung niluluto ko or ginagawa ko, it makes people happy, or they give it as birthday gifts. So that
Actually, kasi when I'm in a restaurant as may cheesecake, sobrang sarap na sarap ako, I really make a note and I give it to the counter or the
really?
manager. Pag sobrang masaya ako, alam mo yun. Iba kasi yung nabibigay na saya doon sa mga customer. It's parang more than doon sa mga parang worth it yung pagod.
Yeah.
Being a chef and a business owner, how do you balance your time? Do you still have time to rest?
I think rest is integral to getting to working properly. But in terms of do I get 8-10 hours of rest? No, I don't. And that's fine because I completely love what I do. And
Ayun.
Nana, my girlfriend, when we work together, we love what we do. So it doesn't even feel like work anymore. It feels like play now.
Ayun. Because you love what you do.
Yeah, because you love what you do, and that's the thing, no. I've been through 6 different industries in my life. I started out in Silicon Valley, banking, hotel. I was a fashion designer at one point, real estate here with my family, mining. But I was always cooking since I was 5 years old. No.
5 years old.
Yeah, so I was always teaching myself.
I was just eating. So parang gift mo na siguro yung talagang pagluluto.
I always love food. That's why I can't seem to
When
lose
did you
weight.
discover na parang may talent ako dito?
around that time when I was, well, you know, looking in hindsight, no, parang when I was 5 pala, because I would start baking brownies yung sa package and sell them to our workers for like 10 centavos. And then I always love food. Minsan nga pinapalo nga ako. I get so excited when we're in a restaurant, the food would come, and I'd stand up on chair to look. Oh, what are we having? So yun, pinapalo ako. And I realized then I really love food. And when I was about 7 years old, you know, we went to this Japanese restaurant here, Saisaki. I don't know if it's still around. And the first thing I ordered was uni, sea urchin, tapos sashimi. And they're like, what are you doing ordering this kind of food? I know, I want to try. And then I fell in love with it. That's how I figured out and found out that I had a passion for food. And then I just had all these cookbooks. And I think the first thing I've ever cooked was a paella. And we had this cookbook from historical recipes from Spain, from the 70s. And that's when I know, I'm like, you know, I really love this. But going through all those industries, no, and going to school and having a major in international business, it's funny, you go through so many different things in life, but it leads you full circle back to where you're meant to be, your purpose in life. And I think once
Pag meant to be talaga,
Yeah, it's meant
doon
to be.
talaga.
kasi, you know, when you go through all those things, it's parang you're lost, but it's only when you're lost do you find your way. You know what I mean? And when you have that, when you find that, you're like, you know what? This is all I'm going to do because this is what I'm meant to do. Yeah.
And that's where you're happy.
And that's where I'm happy. Yeah.
And siguro nung kabataan mo, sa kwento mo lang, na-notice ko parang business-minded ka na and creative.
Yes.
Which is character ng mga businessman talaga.
Yeah, you know, I went to business school. That was my major, and I've always been interested. I'm an avid reader of books, business books, and even when we started fashion in New York, I had no idea how to draw. You know, I knew the business side of it and the psychology side of it. It's my partners who knew what they were doing more, but it just, for some reason, when you the business side and the creative side, once you're able to bring that together, then you have something. Because usually a lot of creatives aren't business minded, and so especially in the fashion world, parang it doesn't work out. But when you have the two and can balance the two, then you have something. Then you have something special. You know?
Those who wanted to start a business pero hindi nila alam what business or kung anong dapat nilang gawin, what advice can you give them?
Yeah, you know, when starting a business, don't start it because you want to make money. If your goal is just money, it doesn't. It's not going to be long lasting. No, my suggestion is to do what you love, follow your passion, follow your purpose. Now, kung hindi mo paalam yan, you're still young, or even if you're old, start whatever business you like and see if it works, and if it's your passion, then continue it. But again, don't focus on the goal. No, don't have all these expectations. Focus on that, on the journey, and also don't let failure or mistakes get to you. Kasi minsan, you know, when failures come, you get so parang nasasaktan ka.
But
like,
was there a time na you feel very parang gusto mo na mag-give up?
Yes, and I think we all go through that. But that's the most important point in business. No, it's when you feel like, I'm so tired, I can't do this anymore, I want to give up. That's when you have to keep going, because when you keep going, that's when the magic starts to happen. And if you don't, well, then you give up, then you start something else. And so, yeah, of course, there are many times we wanted to give up, but no, it's always no. We'll pursue this. It's our passion and our purpose.
Ayun, move forward.
Yeah.
Basahin natin ang mga comments ka, partner Cherry, from ating viewers.
Yes, maraming salamat po sa patuloy ho na pagsuporta sa Patok sa DZAR. Sabi ni ka-partner Alana, hello Patok, watching right now. Yes. And sabi naman ni QC Dan, wow, listening live here in Cubao. More power to Patok. Sabi naman ni Mike, every slice is sweet reminder that dreams can be baked into reality. Thank you po. And Naomi, sabi na niya, wow, amazing foodie. Wow, daming flavor. Ang sarap naman yan. And sabi naman ni May Mia, too sweet to share, too good to resist. And sabi naman ni ka-partner Chris, ang sarap pakinggan ng kwento niya. Cheesecake lang, pero grabe yung passion. Nakakagutom tuloy. Sabi naman ni Wag, ako. Wow, ang sarap ng cake, pero creative ang paggawa. Gusto ko matry, sana makabili ako nito. And sabi ni Zaril, wow, ang sarap ng cheesecake, panalo yung pistachio. How much po? Price reveal naman po tayo, chef.
Right. Okay. So our pistachios originally 2,200 for a small one, but we are on promo now for 1.8 for the 7.5-inch slice.
Yung isang size naman.
The larger size, we only sell the original flavor in the
okay.
large size. It's from 2.4 now. We're on promo at 2.1. And just to go back to the pistachio, our pistachio cheesecake, we make our own pistachio paste. So we buy pistachios, take them out of the shell, we scrub them,
Grabe.
we roast them, and then we make our own paste in our food processor, and it takes hours to do so. So we don't use any artificial flavorings, colorings,
Wow.
nothing, and we don't substitute our ingredients. So if we can't find our ingredients, parang we won't use a substitute because we have to maintain the consistency. And to answer your question again, what advice for people who are starting, I think the hardest thing to achieve is consistency. And that's why also we're focused on the cheesecake, because we want to make it as consistent as possible. Because many times now when you grow, you try something, bilang hindi umiba yung lasa.
Oo, parang sa ibang branch ganito, ba't ito hindi? Diba? Usually ganon.
And so for us, it's consistency also.
Ayun. Ito pa si May Mia Obra Sotelo. Brilliant po ang business idea. Very inspiring po. Nakaka-encourage po mag-put up ng business. Ay, di ba? So, doon sa mga gustong umorder, paano sila kumontak sa inyo?
Right. So you can contact us through our Facebook Messenger, the Last Course, through Instagram at the Last Course Manila, and you can message us there. And through our phone, 0920-544, I think 7765, if I'm not mistaken. And it's all the
Yeah, it's also flashed on the screen.
perfect. Best way to
Yeah,
contact
they can
us.
take a screenshot
Ayan.
right now.
So, umorder na kayo habang meron pa dahil limited edition lang.
Yeah, and also,
Uubusin na namin.
we do small batches, so we only make about 10 to 15 cakes a day, and usually our customers reserve a day in advance because we bake our cakes made to order.
Ayun.
So, yeah.
Advance ha, mga kapartner. Ayun na nga, save the best for last. Atin po nakasama si kapartner Michael Anthony Thio ng The Last Course. So mga kapartner, kung meron kayong kwentong alam yung papatok sa isipan ng bawat Pilipino,
Abay, huwag mong itago kundi dapat ito iyong ibahagi at
ipatok na yan. At bago tayo magpaalam, laging tandaan ang sinasabi sa Proverbs 10:4.
A lazy person will end up poor, but a hard worker will become rich.
Nagpapahirap ang katamaran, ngunit ang kasipagan ay nagpapayaman.
Yes, muli ako po si kapartner Cherry.
Ako naman si kapartner Wella, magsalo-salo ulit tayo bukas.
Sa kaparehong oras at timpilan, dito lang sa
Patok! May oportunidad sa bawat katok.
Inyong napakinggan ang iba't ibang kwento at kalaman dito sa programang Patok. Hanggang sa muli, magsama-sama ulit tayo tuwing Lunes hanggang Biyernes, 1:00 hanggang 2:00 ng hapon. Dito lamang sa DZAR 1026 Sunshine Radio Manila.